Hey, how we doing? It's JJ. Yep, I know it's a staged entry, but don't really care. Right, let's get a brew on. Because no good story ever started with a pint of milk. Right, quick little video while my little kettle's brewing. Don't worry, I do have ventilation. I'm not gonna gas myself to death. Little old video from JJ's Bush Shack Shed. 5 things to do during the course of winter. It's a real quick video, this one. So, right, let's start with number 1. Winter, okay? There's a lot of time in your hands, you know, it's like cold, dark, long nights. What are you gonna do? Right, I've always stated that knife sharpening is a fundamental skill, okay? It doesn't matter what knife you're using, okay? The best knife is a sharp knife, okay? And that goes for your axes too. Knives, axes, winter prep, okay? Make sure these are sharpened. If you don't know how to sharpen a knife, there's some fantastic online tutorials, but don't forget that just like pretty much everything else online, everyone's an expert. What works for you is best for you, and if you're not sure about what you're seeing online, ask questions. Even better, find a mate who knows how to sharpen a knife, okay? And that goes with your axes too. Number 2, as he reaches behind, hang on a second. You're gonna have a lot of spare time in your hands. Everyone's got loads and loads of paracord. Knots. Learn knots. You can get, again, online little tutorials, watch videos on YouTube, ask friends, practice, okay? Knots. Doesn't matter. Again, there are hundreds of knots, okay? You might start getting confused between hitches and shanks and that. Doesn't matter. Find a knot that works for you. As you get better, progress onto the more technically difficult ones, and once you get used to those, you'll realise why they are used by a lot of people. Knives, knots. Let's find something else. Another staple classic of learning from JJ. Learn how to read a map. Okay, maps are fundamentally vital. They're important. They give you a wealth of information, but the ability to read that is kind of being lost. Do you know what? Yeah, phones, apps, you know, Garmin's on your wrist are fantastic, but technology will let you down. Maps don't really let you down. The ability to read a map and use a compass, which go hand in hand, just as important. They really are, okay? Learn how to read a map. Learn how to use a compass. Trust me, it's a fundamental skill. What else have we got? Right, we got knives and axes, okay? We got knots, okay? We've got learning how to read a map with a compass. Get out there with your tarps. I'm not going to show you a tarp in here because this is, let me just show you, in the Bush Shack Shed. Ooh, so pretty. Canvas corner, okay? But tarps, yeah, let's pop that down without it falling over, he says. There we go. Get out there with your tarps, okay? Even if you're not going out into the woods, okay? You got a back garden, you got somewhere a little bit of a green space that you're able to use. Get used to setting up ridge lines, get used to setting up your tarps, doesn't matter what it is, in different configurations. Plough point, extended plough point, you know, a tarp tent, rectangular, A-frame, whatever you want to call it. Tarpology. There are so many different ways you can actually set up a tarp, and that doesn't matter whether you're hammock camping or you're a ground dweller and you like to have a tarp over you. Get out there and practice as well. So we've got knives and axe maintenance, okay? We've got knots, we've got map reading with compasses, yeah. Is that it? Knives and axes, yeah. Knots, map and compass, tarps. Got to be able to come up with one more. Firelighting skills. Really doesn't matter what your firelighting capabilities are, whether you go out, whether you're just going to, you know, use a lighter. Nothing wrong with that. Going to use a ferro rod, nothing wrong with that. Use flint and steel, nothing wrong with that. Hand drill, bow drill, you know, Rudica roll, doesn't matter. Firelighting skills in winter is an absolutely fundamental skill to practice. You are going to want fires more now than you do at any other time of the year. So get out there, practice those skills. Practice your different layups of wood, different types of wood, okay? Different friction methods, different ignition methods. Doesn't matter. Get out there. Knives and axes, knots, map and compass, tarps, firelighting. 5 skills that you can learn over winter. More tips coming to you once Justin's had a brew. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch up again soon. See you later. Kettle's boiling. Bye bye.